Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the roast. I'm, of course, Sugar,
Hello.
and I've got
Hi.
Miss Irene today.
We're back.
A
Or
rare,
I'm back. Thanks for having me on.
a rare
It's good
occurrence.
to be here.
Seeing
Again.
Irene in the daytime.
Yes. It's not daytime here. So
Yeah. So,
I'm
so
still in opposite time zone. Hold on, let me turn my damn headphones up. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? It's not daytime here. This is a window behind me. As you can see, it is dark. It is 11 at night. I'm the opposite of my normal time, um, but yeah, I'm glad we worked this out. Oh my gosh! Hello,
I'm
it's
always.
been too long.
It's always good to have you on, Irene.
It's always good to be on here. Too bad Sim isn't here. I haven't been paying that much attention to your intro. I like your new intro.
Oh yeah,
And
that was done by Mr. Red Gaze. He did that
that's
for us.
good. I like all the red dress fan art and the the, the tan line picture and all the red dresses. I don't even know. It's great.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's Red made that to embarrass me. Like they always do, to make me look
Right.
a fool.
Well, that's what the chat is for.
Pale Rider fan art and whatnot in there.
Yeah.
We got Soul. He says this wasn't my favorite Monday so far, but I guess it's about to get better. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you're happy to see Irene.
Hello.
And that's just how we know you're special, Irene. Mo Big showed up at
Well, maybe
11
he's happy to see you.
a.m. He says, "Hail the chat." No, he showed up
Hello.
early for him. He's like a couple hours early now.
Oh.
So he's excited.
Yay! Well, thank you.
Mo says, "I hope Mermaid is watching, Sugar. If this doesn't get her jealous, nothing." Shut up, Mo. Come on,
What?
man. Oh,
What's
there's
going on?
a girl that comes into the chat, Mermaid Messiah. She pops in some of the chat.
Oh,
So he tries.
mermaid. Yeah.
Yeah, he tries to say that me and her's got some sort of thing or something. And
Well, I mean, you don't have to say anything publicly, Chris. But, I
okay.
can keep a secret.
So it says, we've been doing this for years, but there is something I still don't get. If you set the time of the stream by yourself, it's so impossible to be on schedule, like ever. Come on.
Because reasons.
We got to be fashionably late, Soul. That's how this works.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever really seen too many streamers ever be on time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just like bad at being on time in general. For like, if it's like I have to finish something by this day, I can do it. But if it's like, okay, you need to like be there by 10, I cannot for the life of me estimate how long it will take me to get ready and get there. And if I overestimate and I'm like, okay, I need to be there by 10, but I'll tell myself in my head it's like 9:30, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'll try to give myself with these streams. I'm trying to be like, well, as long as it's like a 5 or 10 minute like leeway there. As long as I get there by like 11:10 or so, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm thinking of building like a 30. Right, I'm thinking of building like a 30-minute long intro just as a buffer, so I can just like I technically start on time, but
Well, I think like Twitch streamers do something similar where it's like a big longer intro, like 5-10 minutes or something like that. Or
I've seen a lot of people do it. I know Ethan does it. I don't know for the same reason. Yeah, and Allie, I like what Allie does too, because she'll push the time back. But well, we do this all the time for our Allie and Rini show, and our excuse is for the algorithm. Because if you set the time and people are already there waiting and you push it back, it bumps you up in the algorithm because it's supposed to be starting. Big brain.
I don't know. That sounds exhausting to me. I ain't worried too much about the algorithm. I guess that's the thing about me. I don't care. Like, I don't treat this as like I gotta get more subscribers. Sometimes I'll get like I should really try to get more views and subscribers and stuff, but I can't. Like
And then you're like, nah.
yeah, when I start thinking like that, it gets more exhausting. Like I already exhaust myself trying to do this. Yeah, because I'm trying to do it for
Yeah.
fun and everything. In the moment I start acting like that, start treating it like a business or a job, I'll quit doing this. I'll be like, ugh, I got a job. I already pay my bills and I already have enough to worry about. I'm trying to do this and have fun.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah. That might be a good approach. Well,
I mean, like
I
for you,
don't
like you have to do it that way. You know, this is your business. This is
know.
your part of your business and stuff.
Yeah, it's part of my business, but I'm glad that I honestly don't treat YouTube like an income stream. I also do YouTube for fun. I like doing a good job no matter what it's at. But well, because my YouTube is tied to my comics, I'm like, yeah, I want to
Yeah,
do a good job. I make sure that I don't go too long without uploading a video and everything. But it's like I'm not a YouTuber, and I decided very early I'm not gonna be a YouTuber. It's gonna kill my soul
right.
if I think of myself as that. I'm a comic artist and I stream about comics, and that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, like yeah. I mean, yeah. It's like it's part of your brand, so you got to take it somewhat seriously. You know.
Yeah, yeah. It's an
That's what
extension of the comics. But I get it. If it's like, well, I have to do all these things and like cheat the algorithm, I'm just gonna like go crazy. I don't have
Yeah, I
the
can't.
mental capacity for that.
Like I changed my name to Red Dress Press on here because
Yeah, I saw.
Tug had suggested doing that because it would be, as I said, I thought about doing. He's like, well, that's better than Sugar Chris. It's easier for people to find in the search engine and stuff. And that's probably the
Hmm.
most like that's probably the most like yeah, let's do this for subscribers. I've been it's changing the name of the channel. Uh,
Just do whatever makes you happy.
let's see. Soul says, Sugar, stop getting your nails did. It's time to start. Well, we're starting now. Let's
It was
see.
me getting my nails did.
Alex VRB says, yo, I'm stuck at work as always, just popping by to say hi.
Hi, Alex.
Yep,
What's up?
everybody's popping in to say hello to Irene.
Hello.
Gray Wolf says, running late. Yeah, of course, of course. You know,
Of
I
course.
gotta look good. You know, gotta comb my hair, do all that stuff. Soul says,
We
welcome
both
to
do.
Morning Roast, where indie comics is queen of high pitched sounds and auction sales pitches. Joins us with the 3.5 campaign. Good morning, Chris, Irene, and chat. Good morning.
Yay! Thank you.
Let's see.
I like that title that I've been christened with.
Mo says,
I'm a fan.
hey, you're a comic book scream queen. Let's see.
I'm
Mo
okay with
says,
that.
very few people see Suga's intro since no one is awake for that part of the show. Grable says, we
Well,
missed you, Reenie. Yeah.
oh, I
Yeah.
miss you guys.
I'm
I've
happy.
been having a life. I
Yeah, I've been seeing it on the social medias, your pictures you've been posting. I liked
posted a few.
the was it like Lord Guan Yu in an Iron Man suit.
Oh yeah, yeah. I haven't posted those on Twitter yet, but I've been doing temple tour. I've got a bunch of Taiwan videos, by the way, that I'm gonna upload on my personal channel because I like visiting old temples and just taking street videos and stuff. And I finally got a phone that can handle a lot of video capacity. So I'm gonna throw some stuff together and just I don't know. I'll just make that channel. I have another channel that's just my regular name. That's for fun. That's not tied to comics at all. I just upload random shit, but it's mostly travel videos. So yeah, you'll see more of that. But it's been great. My family is all here in Taiwan, and it's been just a couple weeks here with them. My cousin got married, so that was nice, and uh, it's been running around doing business as well. But yeah, it's nice because I've been trapped in the States for 4 years.
You're
Thanks,
never
government and COVID.
you're never on vacation when you're a small business owner.
No,
Even
I'm really not. I mean, these three. So I've been out of the States for 3 weeks. It's been the closest I've come to taking a vacation. But other than that, it's like conventions or driving out to Arkansas to uh to RJ. But that was all business, and it has to be like business, and unless I have business as an excuse to travel, the only time I'll do it is like family. But Colombia, where I went to visit some good friends, that was like an actual vacation. It's like amazing. So I only do that like once a year or two, and my God, did I need it? I didn't realize it. It was good.
Yeah, sometimes you need a break. I'm happy
Tell
to
me
see
about it.
your mug as well, Sugar. Oh yeah. Morning roast mug. Yes, always. Oh no!
Like
Oh
your
no!
rock
No,
star
you
hair.
meant my face, Soul. Sorry, you meant my face.
Yeah, he meant your face. I thought you were making a joke
I thought you.
about it.
I thought you meant my literal mug. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I'm slow. Hey, Marinus.
It's fine. It's early. Hello. Hi, Marinus.
We got Tree Goblin. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Sugar would never pull some kind of stunt to get subscribers.
Never.
I only did that because that's what I made a promise. Hush up, Mo. I was up till the crack of dawn with the hard chargers. More coffee. Yes, yes. Get more coffee, Alex.
I thought of hopping on, but I just didn't feel like it. I wanted to though.
So,
I considered it.
yes. RenieDraws on YouTube. Yep, yep. We got
Thank
Hojo.
you.
Good morning, Hojo.
Hi.
Sugar, also, if you search for this channel, a lot of music videos are suggested now. Huh. Well, that's neat. I don't know why, but all right. Sugar, I'm really going to memory hold the I'll wear a red dress at 1K subs permission. I made a promise to everybody, and everybody got to laugh, so I don't want to hear it. Just leave me be. Renie just backed Fiendish. First campaign I've backed not using PayPal. Nice.
Thank you.
We haven't even brought it up
so
yet.
much. Yay.
Wonderful.
I appreciate it.
Everybody loves Irene. So let's see. Oh, Tank.
I love everybody.
Hail all of you magnificent bastards. Hail, Tank.
Hail.
I can't get enough of that Sugar Chris. He's got the booty, don't quit. There you go. Sung it for you, Tank. Let's see. Mary says, I've been watching you on social media. There's pictures you post. I worked on Mermaid. Shut up.
Wait, that's your line? That's your thing?
That is not my line. That is a lie from Mo. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Mo's just here to destroy you at every turn.
Yes, that's all he does. Him and Pale Rider, just all of them. Let's see. Let me get to the bottom of these chats here. Columbia, crack pack, bow. That's right, Mo. Bow.
It's not the reason I was there, but
music videos about red dresses, obviously. Oh, okay. All right. Let me bring up the campaign since we just brought it up there. Boom.
Yay!
Yeah. Over on Fund My Comic this time. Yeah.
We are so close to 23. Oh my gosh! Yes! Thank you guys so much. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Oh, it did just go up.
Yeah. So only 75 more to get to 22,900. Big money.
Yes, it is. This is awesome. I'm so grateful. Thank you guys. This is super cool. So yeah, Fiendish Chapter 2.5 Survivor is the first standalone one-shot story for the Fiendish series. And even though it's a standalone story, it's about the main character's past. It ties into the main series, but it can be read independently. And I have a bunch of these 0.5 chapters planned throughout the entire course of the project. Some people were really confused at the 2.5 numbering. I don't think I've seen other comics number it like that, but it just made sense to me because these are, I wouldn't call them supplementals. They kind of are, but they're really big books. This story is 25 pages, and all the 0.5 chapters are like 25 to 30 pages. 20 to 30 pages is what I'm estimating for them.
Okay.
So they're like really big supplementals, and that's why I'm doing it as a separate campaign, because it's not like a tiny 10-page ash can, you know.
Mm.
But there's a specific reading order, and I have a bunch of these 0.5 chapters planned out because they're character backstories or side quests, or sometimes they're explorations of the world within the same world that tie into the main story, whether thematically or plot wise, but it's not essential for the main story, if you know what I mean. So that's what this is. This is the first 0.5 chapter of the Fiendish series. It's about how Casimir survived after his hometown was destroyed and his family was killed by a mysterious demon attack. He was taken in by a reclusive hunter named Octo, who's the guy in the background who probably doesn't treat him entirely too nicely, and Casimir has to sort of find his path in a new path in the world after he goes through all this crazy shit and trauma, and has to learn to live with Octo. And we see young Ragna, who is also in the main series, and a couple of other characters. It's pretty great. I'm really excited to show everybody this story. Oh, and it's being drawn by Michael Rushbrook. It is not being drawn by me. I'm writing it, and I'm handling a few other things because I'm a control freak, but Michael Rushbrook is the actual artist on this series, and the interiors are being colored by Jake, who is also known as Hyper Wizard in the chat, and they're doing a banger job. If you scroll down through the campaign, I have some finished pages already on there as samples. So yeah, I'm really excited to show this to everyone.
And Michael Rushbrook, what would we know him from? Has he done other work other than this one, or is this his first?
I think he's not very. He's done illustration work, and I was really surprised that he wasn't known. I
Really?
think it's not his first comic. I know he's been working on his own fantasy comic, but I found him through the Fiendish 2 fan art contest. I liked his piece the most in the fan art contest, and I contacted him. I asked if he could do sequentials, and you know, we did some testing. Actually, we were talking all throughout the Chapter 2 campaign. While I was working on Chapter 2, I was in talks with him to do 2.5, and he was drawing pages at the same time I was drawing Chapter 2. And so these inks have been done for months. The whole book all the inks are done, by the way. The book is just being colored. Like these pages have been done for months because I was actually not sure if I might launch this book with the Chapter 2 campaign, but then I figured out I didn't budget it for the campaign for it, so I would have to launch it separately. But yeah, he's I know he does design work and illustration, but I don't think he's known for any comic stuff. I'm hoping this will give him a boost, and it seems like it has. People have been really noticing his work because he's done really good work. He made a point to, I mean, his style is already similar to what I like and what I go for, this in between a manga and American comics, I think. And he's a fan of fantasy as well, so I was like, this is perfect. But he was really... he made a point to try to emulate certain things that I did in the art for the main Fiendish series, if that makes sense, like the textures and how I drew trees and stuff. So he put in a lot of extra effort, and it seems to have been getting him noticed. I know he's done work for Patrick, PTP, and a few other people since this job, because right now he's free. So he's been done with these pages for months. So if you want to hire him, please go and give him work.
Well, I mean, you've got a bit of a profile, you know, nowadays. So him being on, you know, being the main artist for this book, you know, will certainly get him some eyes.
I hope so. I want that to happen, and that's the idea I have for these 0.5 chapters. So I will always be the artist on the main books because I don't trust anyone else with them, and also I want to draw them. This project is. I'm a bit of a control freak, but also I want to draw the main books, and I think that's only right. I hate it when comics change artists in the middle of it. It drives me insane. Anyways, but the 0.5 chapters, I plan to hire other artists, and I plan to be the writer, and I do lettering, I color this cover as well. I color some things here and there, but I want the interior artists on a 0.5 books to be other artists. I want them to, some of these 0.5 books, they'll tonally be a little different. So I think it's okay for the style to be different as well. They might even kind of be slightly different genres, because the main series is fantasy mystery, but the side quest could be pure fantasy, or it could be more fantasy horror, or fantasy something else. I don't know. Family drama, shit like that.
Let's see. We got Soul saying, can anyone check if Rini was on 1.5 playback speed during that pitch?
Wait, was that fast? I was talking slowly, guys. I was slowing things down by a lot more than I usually do. My God. I guess I've had too much coffee.
Yeah, all that coffee. Yeah. Have you actually had sleep while you're on vacation? Maybe that's it.
I have had some sleep, yeah.
But the 0.5 thing, the 2.5 thing, that's been done in manga, ain't it? Where they have they'll do a chapter something 0.5, and it'll be a little side story thing.
They do Gaiden. I don't know if the numbering is 0.5, because I think the numbering has been confusing, perhaps. That's what I heard. But yeah, manga have Gaidens. But I thought of in my head, I was like, this is a Gaiden. But Americans aren't going to know what that word means, so I can't call it that.
As I say, I remember reading manga and stuff, and them having 0.5s and stuff, and then having side stories. So I guess when I seen it, I was like, oh, okay, that's what that is.
Yeah, it's a side story, but I also thought side story was not a very flattering name, even though that's what it is. So someone told me that, well, you shouldn't call it a side story. I mean, but it is. Oh, okay. It is a side story. But I don't want it to sound like, well, it can be discarded or it's not important. It is important. It's just not.
Yeah, you don't want
to the main series.
Yeah, you don't want to try and downplay it. I get you.
Right. It's honestly, 2.5 is one of my favorite chapters in the series. Besides from just the entire series as a whole, I really like 2.5, and there's a lot of character development in it that I really love.
Yeah, I get you. Let's see. Sugar Rush. All right. Yeah. I guess it counts. All right. Yeah. There we go. Since it was Grey Wolf, it counts.
Oh, you're so the butt dance.
Let's see. Irene, by the way, your squeaky unboxing video of Fiendish 2 at the post office was a delight. So.
Thank you. That was actually not at the post office. That was at the hotel in Tampa, because I had the books shipped to the hotel because I couldn't wait to go home and get them. But I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Tank says, I don't know, Omaki?
Omake.
Yeah, and he says, Mo writhes in weebish agony.
He does. Poor Mo.
Sugar, what happened to you singing when there's a new backer? I start off with Come On Eileen, but if you accidentally say Irene, we'll forgive you. Shut up, Mo. Gosh. Let's see. Yeah, Pale Rider's here. Hello, Pale Rider.
Hello.
Pale Rider, don't put the link to your degenerate videos.
Oh, I remember. Those were good memories. Good times.
Good times.
The torment chat puts you through.
So will Irene check on Chris's abandoned child while she's over there? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
He just comes up with nonsense. There is no abandoned child.
I didn't know you came to Asia and just left a trail of fucking abandoned children and grief and bastards. Wow.
I'm the North American Genghis, let me tell you.
Yes. Wouldn't have known.
Let's see. Sugar, tell the guests to remember breathing between words.
I was is talking very slowly. My God.
Coffee, probably a Colombian roast, says Mo.
I did get some Colombian coffee. Oh my God, so good.
Yeah,
Ah.
with some, Colombian sugar in there. Added.
Yeah,
All right.
a lot.
Ninja Gaiden was a badass game, though. Okay. Random. But all right.
So I've heard.
It was all right. I didn't mind it.
Mm-mm.
Which manga are you reading, Reenie, says Marinus.
I'm not reading any manga right now. I have to get caught up on Vinland Saga and Berserk, but I'm waiting for volume 14 of Berserk. That's pretty much all I'm reading now. I'm just, sticking with my favorites. I'm actually, I need to read some American comics because I feel like I'm lacking in that, what do you call it, genre? Whatever. Yeah. So I've been recommended a bunch of Frank Miller books by Vaughn, and I'm gonna read those. And we're actually gonna go on do a show on his channel and talk about Frank Miller's Daredevil.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it'll be happening.
Yeah, gosh, I haven't read a manga in a little while now. Oh, we got Baz. He says, "Yo, Reenie."
Yo, hello, what's up?
So Chris remembers reading manga and then putting it on the good shelf while Western comics are on the floor. I don't have any Western comics on my floor. The worst I have them is I have them sitting right over there on Trinity's computer desk. That's it. That's the worst I have them storage-wise. Jeez.
Disrespectful.
Oh my gosh.
Just kidding. It's fine.
But,
I like your guns. You've got the guns in the background.
Oh yeah, I did a trade. My plumber that came in and did work for me did it really cheap. He is a Civil War reenactor, and I had a Springfield trapdoor from around that time period, and he really wanted it because it was closer to a authentic Civil War gun than what he had. Mine was like a few years off. It was post-war. Yeah. So he's like, well, I'll trade you some guns that I got, some modern black powders for that Civil War gun. Normally I wouldn't have, because I've never separated with a gun from my collection in my life. But I was like, you know what? He's giving me a really good deal. He's a nice fella, and he's a reenactor, so he's going to get use out of the gun. All right, I'll do it. So I went and did it. So I got these 4 black powders here.
Oh wow, 4 of them.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a
good deal.
Yeah, I might go sell them, try and get some money out of them. Because they're not really tied to military history or anything like that. So I might go sell them, try and make some money, because I just had to spend like $600 on brakes for Mom.
Oh boy, yeah, that'll be useful. We actually saw some really cool guns in Colombia because we went to a bunch of museums. I gotta show you some weird stuff. There was it was basically like a Revolutionary era grenade launcher. It's like a shoulder cannon thing. It looked like it's like a gun. You probably know what that is. I've never seen it before. It was like a gun, but with a huge mini cannon size barrel. And the museum guy was like, yeah, people would just break their collarbones all the time using this. It was wild.
Let's see. Is that Matt Barr, says Baz.
Who's Matt Barr?
I don't know. Maybe he's talking about the work on the book here.
Oh no, he's not on this campaign. He did a fantastic poster for chapter 2.
Well, there you go. There's the link. Thank you, Soul. Power don't post the link to your degenerate videos. The only thing that makes the videos degenerate is Suga's own words and actions in them. Shut up, Mo. You all twist everything I say and do out of context. Yep. We got McGee. Hey,
Hello,
McGee.
Crystal. Hi.
We got Mr. Cox. Says Mo Biggs turned weeb. No, don't worry. He's not turned weeb. He would
Never.
never do such a thing. Soul says, Irene, remember, I know what you sound like when you're low energy. Hashtag that one pet talk morning roast. Compared to that, you're slow as fast. Poor soul. He had to go
I'm
and
trying, guys. I'm trying to. I'm actually like stifling. I've stifled a couple of yawns. Is really. I'm a little tired. It's not your fault. It's been a long day. I went temple hunting earlier today, so I did a lot of walking.
I'm a little jealous. When I seen those pictures, I was like, man, that looks like so much fun. Getting to see all that cool history and architecture and stuff. I was like, oh, that looks like it'd be so much fun.
I love old buildings and historical stuff. Man, it's so weird. Like this stuff is so normal in Taiwan. One of those temples I went to is walking distance from my grandma's house.
Wow, that's wild.
And like my family's like, yeah, we took you there when you were like 2, and I'm like, I don't remember. And they're like, I'm like, why don't you ever go? They're like, we're just normal. Like, why
Yes.
would we go?
Yeah.
But now I see it from like an outsider's point of view. I'm like, this shit is fucking badass.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Man. Yeah, it's gosh, I keep telling myself, when I get this house paid off, I'm gonna be making those trips. I'm gonna be making trips to go see all this cool shit. I just gotta
Yes.
gotta
Oh,
do
you have to.
Oh,
I keep telling. Yeah, I keep telling my Colombia friends. I would tell all my friends like, you need to get rich and like save money and come to Taiwan, because that actually did happen once. I had a friend who was backpacking around the whole world, and it was really cool. She saved a ton of money and just backpacked and worked for a whole year. But she came to Taiwan with her boyfriend, and I just took them on a tour north to south. And anyone who comes to Taiwan while I'm there, I will show you places. I know exactly where to go. I know where to party in the city. I know weird, cool places to go that are outside of the touristy areas. I know the beaches. I know Aborigine mountain towns. Like, I got you.
Moses should have stopped reading Spy X Family when he realized it wasn't a book of tips to spy on your ex family. Now he's completely lost track of his many abandoned children. No, I would not stop reading Spy X Family, Mo. I like that one. I love it.
Mo is just here to slander you at every turn.
It's all he
I
does.
heard it is. I heard Spy X Family is good. I still haven't read it.
I love it. I love Spy X Family. I think it's a great manga, and I've kept up with it. I need to go back to the bookstore here soon. I got to go up there to Cumberland anyway to sell some stuff, but next time I go back up there, I'll be hitting the bookstore seeing if they got the latest volumes out yet, and keep up with it. Yeah, I like it.
Cool.
Exchanging guns with your plumber is something that's only possible in America.
Probably either America or like Russia.
Well, I mean, if it wasn't old guns, I wouldn't be able to do that. Obviously, we would need a dealer to register and everything. But since they were black powders, were good. You can just trade them around. Sugar's plumber is also an actor. Sugar made it. Oh, shut up! God.
Oh dear.
Got this shit for polishing.
You should have just said contractor, because Pale Rider's and Mo are gonna twist that.
Of course. Mr. Cox says guns are tools. Exactly, Jim. Buy, sell, trade at your fancy. Yeah.
Well, of course they're tools.
Would you trade guns with your pizza guy? I don't have a pizza guy. Make my own pizza.
But if my pizza guy had a great collection of
firearms. I mean, maybe what kind of guns he got? What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
I need to get me a new gun. I ain't got one in a while. It's been a while. There hasn't been as many gun auctions here lately for me to check out. So, and most of them are like hunting rifles and modern guns, and I don't care about those. I care about history guns.
I think, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
most
sorry.
is that Matt Barr is a meme from Dark Gifts channel. Oh,
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know the meme.
yeah. I'm not in on it, I guess. Pale channel is basically libs of TikTok, except it's sugars of YouTube.
Oh, God.
If you say so. Marine, a bit of exhaustion, but you're holding up pretty well, especially compared to the host. Yeah, yep,
No,
yep.
he's tired because it's morning. It's early. I'm tired because it's late. It was cool. I like a nice laid back stream as long as I'm not fucking up my own pitch. We're good.
Oh, yeah. I try to keep it laid back as much as possible.
I'm
Like,
glad.
because I want to be, I want to be beginner friendly. People who are new to streaming and doing these sort of things. And also, I just don't like all the stuffiness and gotta keep it, gotta have this much, do all this stuff. No, let's just keep it chill.
30 seconds. You need to have your elevator pitch. I mean, you should have that, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I,
nice to just chill too.
yeah. Draywell says, Rini, I dearly love old houses. I'm real big on history, which irks the crap out of my boys.
Cool. Well, you boys will probably grow up and realize the value what you're interested in much later.
Yep.
I remember when I was little, I had zero interest in history, but it's something I definitely grew into. Like, I love history now. It's fascinating because once, I don't know, it's almost like once you learn more about the world, you see reflections of the past, and it just becomes fascinating to see all the connections,
Mhm.
and you understand what's happening now more if you study history.
Let's see. Sugar will be so disappointed when he gets to Thailand or Taiwan. Where are all the lady boys? That's Thailand.
That has happened so many damn times. People cannot. I've just given up on correcting people. People cannot fucking separate Thailand and Taiwan. It's
Good.
not even. It's not even remotely the same. It's like Italy and Finland, but okay.
A girl says he likes getting old maps of areas he plans to visit. Most of the old roads in use during the Civil War and earlier, and actually still in use today. I prefer them to the frickin' interstates. Yeah, I agree there.
Mm.
Ah,
Oh
I need to
yeah.
head back to Gettysburg, Grey Wolf. I ain't been there in a long while. I need to go back,
Gettysburg.
especially during like the
Yeah.
reenactments and stuff.
I follow this one channel called Part Time Explorer. Do you follow him?
No.
I think you might like his channel. So it's not guns, but he talks about old lost towns, and he'll go to different towns across the US and some in Canada as well, and just he's done videos where he's hunting for mining towns and ghost towns that have been lost to just like the desert in
Mm.
the middle of bumfuck nowhere in the States, where it's like, yeah, there's a town like that was here, but the roads have been grown over. It was like 300 years ago, and he'll find like little old crumbling wooden buildings and off the old ancient railroad tracks, and it's just really cool. And he talks about historical disasters as well, which is how I got led into his channel, because I'm a bit of an addict for historical disasters.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you would like his stuff.
Yeah, ghost towns can be interesting to check out.
Yeah.
DJD's here. He says, hit the like button. Yeah, everybody.
Yes, do that.
Uh,
Like button.
let's see. Smash that like button. We got curious comics here. He says, tools made for human dissecting. Oh, okay. Well,
I don't know.
I don't know what he's talking about. All right.
Oh, we're talking about guns.
Oh. Well, no. It's not made for human dissecting. Come on, it's made for hunting
True. Yeah.
and self-defense and such. Yeah. Asking your pizza guy what kind of guns he has does sound like the plot for a really dirty movie.
There's no way to talk ourselves out of this at this point, so I'm just not even gonna try.
Chris, will we get an AR-7 survival rifle? I got one, Grey Wolf. Yeah, next. I'm thinking they're 22 LR. Yep, they're 22 LR. Yeah, I got one. Where is it? Upstairs. Yeah, it's upstairs in the bedroom. Let's see. Laid back as much as possible, Chris 2023. I bet you do. Shut
Oh my god.
McGee says she messes up her pitch quite often.
Me too. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah, you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, says the woman with.
Nah, I have no idea. Total fuck up.
Oh my. So how long is this campaign
I'm
going
only
for?
half joking. We should
Oh,
be
dude,
going till
123
February.
days to go. Yeah, so we got plenty of time
Yeah,
then.
yeah, I know. I was like, maybe I should have done the whole "ooh, it's only 30 days left" kind of thing, but I'm like, nah, I just didn't feel like doing it this time around. It's like I'm just gonna be completely fucking transparent. Like it's gonna be running till February. That's it. But the incentive for people coming and checking back is I have a lot of original art on this campaign. So if you scroll down, there's none of it is hidden yet because my comic doesn't have functionality where you can hide perks that have been backed. But all that original art, those are all sold, and there were a couple of wood burning pieces from me. All those are sketch cards from Michael. Those sketch cards are from Michael Rushbrook, and I did those two wood burning pieces sold in like 10 minutes. It was insane. But we'll be putting more art up. There's a couple of pieces there by Michael that haven't sold yet for some insane reason because they're amazing and I don't know why they're still there. Somebody buy them, but I'm sure that'll happen in short order. So yeah, they'll sketch cards and maybe more wood burning. I don't know if I have time. And I'm about to start putting some stretch goals on here, so hopefully that'll give a little boost as well. But yeah, the campaign is running until February. The like I said, the inks are all complete, so we're just doing colors and a bunch of miscellaneous stuff for the campaign. Fulfillment should be happening in April, so this is a really quick turnaround. But like I said, this is something we've been working on for months already, so it should be zero problem.
Who's this character here is getting a little too friendly with this tentacle?
Oh well, guess you'll have to read the series to find out.
Ah! Can't reveal too much.
Never. I know my spoilers.
Yeah, I did like the piece here that the Rushbrook did. That's
Yeah, that's a good one.
pretty cool one. It's pretty wicked.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, you still got original pieces here. We still got all kinds of stuff. Let me scroll up here. Back up. The wood burning, I personally can attest to that it turned out great. Look at mine.
Yay! You got a demon one from chapter 1. Awesome. I remember those. I had to do so many of those. Fucking hell. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I was wondering when I seen the campaign here. I was like, I wonder if she did more wood burning. I'm sure she put a limit on them at least.
I did, yeah. With chapter 2, I put a limit of 20. I'm actually not done yet. I have a few more to do when I get home. But this one, I didn't put any up at the beginning. I was just like, well, I'll just, because the campaign is built for original art to go up continually, I'll just do them whenever I have time. And people will buy them if they spot them. So, better check back, better bookmark this page.
Yeah, you don't want to miss out because I'm sure as soon as you post like one of these things up there, it's gonna be like woof, gone.
Dude, the word burnings went so quickly. I was like, the price point is high, but they take me forever,
Yeah,
and they're something special. So I was like, man, it's it. I was thinking probably it's gonna be up there for a month or so, especially because I had like auction and stuff, and anyways, a bunch of other reasons. No, they sold in like 10 minutes. One of them actually sold immediately, like immediately. So before I could even tweet it out.
people love your work and they want something. If they want something really special from you, with a lot of sentimental value, they can get that. They can hang it up
I
somewhere. It'll
appreciate
look
it.
really nice.
I do appreciate it. Yeah, that's the thing with the wood burning pieces. I mean, obviously it's extremely durable. It's paper art drawn on paper that is with archival ink is pretty durable already. I mean, its original art can last a long time if it's done right, preserved right. But the wood burning stuff, it's like it's meant to be something that is super long lasting, and you can use it as a plaque and stuff. You can put it on a wall. You can do whatever you want with it. And I don't think anyone else is doing wood burning portraits. I know some people do wood burning. Allie does wood burning as well, not for her campaign, so I think she is doing something for Egg Beater. But the whole portrait thing is I actually got into wood burning because I did some leather working classes, and I started burning drawings onto the leather work I was doing, and then I realized you could do it on wood, and it's just a nice thing I wanted to add to my campaign. For chapter 1 of Fiendish, I actually had leatherwork keychains with burned Nanarsa names for a very limited secret tier, and I didn't have that big of an audience at the time, so it was only like 10 of them. But I'd love to do more, but those are going to be expensive if I do more. Yeah, I love doing that kind of stuff. There's a lot. I just love art. It's not just comics. Comics is my main thing, but there's all these crafts that I like to do. So I'd like to tie it into this stuff, and people hopefully like it.
Yeah, like we got a lot of wood art around here, like wood burning art, and then you also got like the chainsaw art and different stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that when I went to Arkansas too. I think maybe it's like a small town thing, and I love being out in areas like that, or just more artsy areas. It's not necessarily a small town thing. It's more artsy because Eureka Springs, which is where RJ is at, is actually it's way in the middle of the of the Ozarks, but it's very artsy. A lot of crafts and stuff, and I was really surprised. There was like a couple comic shops right there because I wasn't. It was like it's like 40 miles away from the nearest airport, but it's awesome, and there's just so much talent everywhere you go. It's wood burning, leatherwork, people making like metal sculptures and all kinds of shit. I love it.
We had Immortal Rising popping in the chat. Hail, hail.
Hello.
What is this? Sugar gets lost on his way to Gettysburg. He forgot the address. That was an example of the type of humor he did not get from me.
Oh, no. Oh, that was bad.
Oh, maybe you got a 22. Are you a girl? That's for shooting mice. Yeah, it's a plinker gun. There's nothing wrong with plinkers, soul. Come on. Yes, I've got a few 22s. I got two 22 LRs and a 22 short.
Being judged.
Yeah, we used them. We used them as a way for Trinity. Between those and the BB guns, Trinity would shoot them when she was little. We'd help her hold them and fire them to help her appreciate guns and practice gun safety. And then also, of course, for plinking, if you want to do that, and also for hunting small little things like squirrels. Let's see. Let me see what else they got. They're giving me crap about bathhouses. Oh my gosh. Chris likes the history of bathhouses channel. Biggest newest bathhouse core sex tape is called National No Poon Gaycation.
Oh dear. I feel like I'm missing some references here.
They've been giving me crap about bathhouses. I don't even know how it started, but Pale Rider ended up sending me a link through telling me to watch it. So I was like, oh, I don't know what this is. Okay. So I went and watched it, and it was something about bathhouse etiquette or something like that. So I was like, okay. So I thought bathhouses. I'd seen a video that was like of bathhouses, like in I think Turkey or something on Facebook, and it was just like this guy going to Turkey and doing it, and it was like full of guys, and like in the background there's like a fat guy laying there, and he's got like nothing on, and there's this other dude sitting there, applying, I guess, stuff to him. I'm like, what is okay? And he's like showing you like what goes on with this bathhouse. He's like, yeah, you take a shower, then you come back, and they like rub you raw basically like on your back and everything. And then you go take another shower, and then you come back and you do it again, and and this whole process. He's like, I feel clean, super clean by the end of it.
That's nice.
I was like, okay, I don't know if I'd want like some random old dudes like rubbing on me when I'm naked, but okay. But feels I don't know if I want, but Pale Rider sends me this video.
Somebody's into it.
Yeah, I was like, all right. But Pale Rider sends me this link about bathhouse etiquette. So I was like, oh, it must be referring to that something, that whole thing there with the video I watched. No, it was not. The whole video was just all about like gay sex and stuff.
Well,
I was like, oh,
I would expect nothing less from Pale Rider.
it was just this guy talking about how to like approach other men and proposition them, and I was like, oh, why? Like,
Oh my gosh.
and then after that, of course, YouTube's like, you want more information about bathhouse gay sex?
Chris, you poor soul, you long-suffering man.
I was like, damn you, Pale Rider. Leave it to Chris to ask about the tentacle. Yeah. Well, I mean, it stood out.
It's like my chat. You just can't say, you can't go 30 minutes without something being misconstrued as sexual.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Curious Collie says your wood burning is very impressive.
Thank you.
Let's see. Grail says I need to visit that area, Arkansas. These hilly jacks here in Little Tennessee are artistically illiterate and don't consider graphic art as a real job.
Well, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, that area in Arkansas is great. I loved it.
It's kind of the same here. I mean, really, Grey Wolf. Like we've got one comic shop that's about like 30 to 45 minutes away. And that's been the only one I've had. I think there was one down in Frostburg at one point, but I don't think it's there anymore. But yeah, like growing up, I didn't know anybody that read comics. Everybody looked down on you. Like when they found out I read comic books, they're like, even as a kid, like I'd get like bullied and beat up for it and everything. Oh, Pedro. Good morning, Pedro.
Hello.
We got Sugar. There's a link between your manhood and guns. That's why I tend to roast some of them for the reaction. Don't you question my man or my guns, soul. See. Large calibers, baby. That's right. Let's see. Obama likes bathhouses. His nickname is Bathhouse Barry. Okay. Sugar seems to be into soapy suds.
Soapy suds.
Oh Lord! Now they're all talking about Pale Rider's YouTube. I can see the video title already. Sugar explains bathhouse etiquette to Reenie. Anything to embarrass me. Anything to embarrass me.
You just can't win. You deny it, they use the denial against you.
Curious says,
I feel your pain.
Raw rubbing on the backside is not my kind of bath. Yeah, like they were taking like hot baths, then they'd go back, and the guy would have like either like this like thing on his hand or something like that, and just like that, you know, and it's just like rubbing all the like I guess dirt and everything off your body, like skin. And the guy's just like the guy's like red by the time he gets off like done there, and then he takes like a really cold shower, and then like you're just back and forth doing these different things.
Hey, I can do that myself. I don't need
some like I don't need a fat old man to do that.
Scrubbing me with stuff.
Yeah. I think at one point the guy's like, because like he's doing something while he's standing, like applying something. I think at one point the old guy just smacks him on the ass or something. Or no, it's while he's laying down with like his butt up. And he's like, oh God, ooh, why are you doing this? Why are you subjecting yourself to that? Sugar excited when you said you wanted to bring Soul and Dunkel Ziffa to a bathhouse to molest them. No. I did not say that. That is a lie, Pale Rider. That is a lie. I remember that. I quote tweeted a bathhouse in Germany. There was I seen on the Twitter timeline. It was this old building that had been around for like a long time, and it was like a bathhouse thing. or something like that, and I quote tweeted it, and I said something about Soul, going there. Yeah, that's what it was. YouTube just recommended more bathhouse videos because it took you the full length of the video to realize that it was gay.
Oh,
Hello, Mr. Brink.
hello.
Let's see. I'm skipping some of this. I'll be here all day.
Yeah, you'll never hear the end of it.
What made you decide to do Fund My Comic other than, Luke's charming personality?
Oh, well, it was mostly Luke's charming personality, clearly. But, I was watching what they were doing, and I could see that from what Luke had said and everyone else involved, they were very outspoken about supporting creative freedom, and the website clearly is mainly for comics. It's in the title. It's Fund My Comic, and I just like what they were saying. I wanted to give a new platform a shot. I'm not necessarily abandoning Indiegogo. I'm pretty sure I will launch more Indiegogo campaigns, but I like to branch out, and I think that we shouldn't marry ourselves as creators to just one platform. I think it's okay to branch out and try a few different ones. You shouldn't be putting all your eggs in one basket as a creator or as a business person. So that's the main reason, and I felt like this book really fit Fund My Comic as well, this campaign and the way I was envisioning it. So it just kind of all worked out, and it's so far so good. I've been pretty happy with it. There's a few things that I know they haven't implemented that I've also talked to Luke about, and I've asked for, like being able to change the order of the tiers and hide things and this and that. And the system works a little differently than Indiegogo or Kickstarter, where you don't have add-ons and you don't have hidden tiers. But I realized that some of those things it's just different. You just have to readjust. And yeah, it's been great. As you can see, it's working out.
Yeah, and of course, if you're new to the whole Fiendish saga, you've got the catch-up tier there, I see, for folks.
Yeah. Well, so this campaign is all very book focused. I wanted to keep it real straightforward. There's one main cover. I don't plan to add a ton of variants. I don't even know if I'll add any more variants right now. So I had a 24-hour tier. It technically wasn't a 24-hour cover. I should be clear about that. It was the tier itself that was 24 hours, where you can only get that black and white cover on its own for the first day, and afterwards you can get it in the Peak Survivalist tier, which is effectively the subscription tier, and it's at a much lower price point than most subscription tiers, but that's because this is a simple campaign. But if you back that, if I might have more stretch goals that are specifically for that, like posters or little extra knickknacks just for Peak Survivalists. So you can get that cover and the main cover and a perk exclusive magnet and also an enamel pin with that bundle. And other than that, you can get a mini catch up. That's chapter 2 with the new permanent cover, because all my campaign covers are campaign exclusive. After the crowdfunding campaigns, I make a permanent cover, and that's not like, well, for the chapter 2 campaign, those are campaign exclusive, so I make a new cover for the 2.5 campaign. I'm going to make a new chapter 2 cover for the chapter 3 campaign, and a new chapter 2 cover for the chapter 4 campaign. No, I have a permanent cover after the crowdfunding campaign, if you get what I mean, and I want to just stick with that, because I don't like overloading readers with, like, it's just constantly like new variants. And I also want to, but at the same time, I want to make the campaigns something exclusive and special, and I want to reward people who back my book early and make the production possible, which is what the campaigns are about. I want to give you guys something valuable that is rare, because it was only available on this one platform for a limited amount of time. So Anyways, that's the cover, the permanent cover for chapter 2 that you see in the mini capture tier. And of course, you can get a completist tier 1, 2, and 2.5 at a discount. And I have a cool little knickknack. I really like this design for the skull on the shield and swords and stuff. You'll see what it means when you read chapter 2. It's pretty significant to the story, and I thought it looked really cool as a pin. And well, first I made it the cover, the black and white cover, and then I was like, I can make this into a t-shirt or pin or something. So there you go. There's an enamel pin that is just for this campaign, and you can get that on its own or bundle it with some other stuff.
Yeah. So if you want all the little, how do they say, tchotchkes or little goodies, you go for that Peak Survivalist.
Tchotchkes, yeah. And I think the only other tchotchkes I'm thinking of right now, I might have a couple posters for the Peak Survivalist here, and I'm going to be doing more trading cards. So my trading card artist is returning. She's busy right now, but we'll have trading cards for stretch goals, just like with chapter 1 and 2. And stat it out in Pathfinder, you know how I do this. Still going to be doing the same old thing.
I do like that you do the whole like, well, here's some covers for the campaign, and then after that you go into like a standard cover mode. I do like that.
Yeah.
Because, like, I go on Kickstarter and you see like 20 covers, and there's so much. And it's like, gosh, like even if I'm a collector, that's just so confusing, and there's so much to it. I'm like, oh, and it just turns out I'm not going to attempt to try and collect any of that because there's just so much there, and I know I'm not going to be able to get all of them or stuff like that. I mean, like you're overloading it, you know.
You'll give. Sorry. It's every time I look at Kickstarter campaigns, it's like a lot of these Kickstarter campaigns specifically, they clearly know how to make money, and they're going for it. Is all I'll say. It's the sexy covers, it's the variants. I have no problem with that. But for me, I think I just can't. It's just like I feel bad doing it. You know, if that's what your audience wants, fine, go ahead and do it. But I feel like it's just not. I want to sell the book based on. Well, it's a really good book,
right?
And it's I don't know. It's just how I want to present myself. I don't want to have too many variants because I don't like seeing that. I give everybody a little bit of variation. I know, people are collectors and, I like making money. But at the end of the day, after the campaigns, you're going to have one permanent cover. And the only time I plan on changing that is when I want to do these leather-bound collected editions for the whole series when it's done. And in my head, I already see it. It's going to be like 3 leather-bound oversized books, and that's going to be in a pretty case and everything. It's going to be like 15 years from now. But yeah, so that's just how I've decided to do things.
Sugar will need the waterproof tier.
I don't know what that's referring to.
Mr. Brink says, I really miss an add-on feature on Fund My Comic. One of the main reasons I can't do a full campaign there.
I was fine with it. At first I was weirded out by it, but because you can do coupon codes, and if you look at the perks, I put in the perk descriptions for a few of the perks, I have the discount codes in like bright red highlighted, so it knocks off shipping for people who bag multiple perks, and that effectively works as an add-on. The main thing that I found frustrating is Fund My Comic doesn't have secret perks. I could really use that because I like having secret perks for people who signed up, and that's one of the reasons why I'm going to be doing more Indiegogo campaigns, because I basically need that. I managed to give people who signed up a discount code this time, so it was like you get a discount on the Peak Survivalist tier. You effectively get a free magnet if you signed up and if you're on the email list. I gave everyone on the email list a email list only discount code, but I want my secret perks.
Let's see. If Rini could make a 1,000th perk tier, she would. Damn Asians with their work ethics on steroids.
What?
What?
No, there's a ton of perks here just because of the original art. There's not that many.
Yeah,
It's very, yeah. The campaign is pretty simple.
Yeah, I mean it is pretty straightforward. There's your books. It's pretty much just like here's your books, here's your different, couple covers, here's your options. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let's see. Scroll back up.
Straightforward.
No trailer. I always like to see that. I seen that when we started. I was like, oh, good. I don't have to.
You're the first person who said that.
Yeah, Soul's always asking me about playing trailers. I was like, okay, good. I don't have to play.
Nah, I might do a trailer, but it's honestly just I was too busy, and it's hard because I'm worried about spoiling a lot. Even the pages I've shown, I've shown what 3-4 pages. I'm like, I think that's good. It's 25 pages, not that much,
Yeah.
With a bigger book, like the main books are like 60 pages. I can show a lot more. So.
Yeah. Let's see. Suga, also half of the variant covers on Kickstarter are NSFW, and you can't have that around your mom and niece. That's true. That is true. Chris was banned from Kickstarter for sending creators dick pics. Truth. No, that is not truth. That is a lie. I was banned from Kickstarter for spamming. Because I was sending.
Really?
Yeah, I was sending. Apparently, you're not supposed to be sending creators messages being like, "Hey, your campaign looks really interesting. Would you like to come on my YouTube channel to promote it?"
What?
Apparently, you're not supposed to be doing it on Kickstarter. That is considered spam, and you will be like blocked. I've been banned from Kickstarter twice now for it.
That's very stupid.
Yeah.
That's very stupid.
Because the last batch I did, I actually had like 5 or 6 people reach back and was like, "Yeah, we'd love to come on. That'd be great." And I could not respond to them because I was banned for like months.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, and I wanted to help those people. Like, damn it. Thanks, Kickstarter.
I know. It's not spam if you want to help promote their campaign.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah, I was hitting spam and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it was dumb. Yeah. So, but I'm back on there now. I told them, all right, I just won't send any more messages to nobody anymore on there. I'll just try to get a hold of them some other way, I guess.
Yeah. You can email them or something.
Yeah, I'll probably just try to I don't know, try to get a hold of them on Twitter or Facebook or something, I guess. Ow.
Bow. Yeah.
Who shared 99% of his books before they ship? Sims. That was number 2. That's right. Yep, he does. He shows you every page. We got Pops. We're back to doing shows, Rini.
Yeah, I've been doing shows on and off, even while I'm traveling. But I am here. The regularly scheduled programming will return shortly.
Yeah, all good. So I guess chapter 3 will be next after this one, Irene.
Yeah. That is planned for next year. I don't know when, but I don't want to keep you waiting too long after I fulfill the previous campaign, which is why chapter. I wanted to wait a little longer before launching 2.5 actually, but I launched it when I did at the end of September because I realized I couldn't wait because I'm doing this trip. So I knew I was going to be just gone all of October, and that's what I've heard at least was that launching at the end of the year in November and December is a really bad idea. So I was like, well, I can't do that. So I had to launch before I left for all of fucking October. But chapter 3 will be launching next year. Probably late spring once 2.5 is in everybody's hands because I'm very insistent on that. I don't want to launch campaign before I've at least fulfilled a big chunk of the previous one. So and I'm working on chapter 3 right now. I'm actually still in the thumbnail stage, but it's coming along well. It's going to be a huge book, so I'm glad I have 2.5 as a bit of a buffer. My God. But I'm yeah, I'm excited for that one as well. I hope it'll do well. I have no idea how it's going to go, but it's gonna be a huge book. It's gonna be like 80 pages.
Oh wow. Oh, we got Curious is saying, how much story is in this 0.5 and does it push the Fiendish storyline forward? Anything exclusive?
So the how much story is in a 0.5? There's a lot of story. It covers multiple years. I think there's more scenes in 0.5. There's a lot of scenes for like 25 pages. It doesn't push the main Fiendish story forward because, like I said, these 0.5 chapters are effectively they're standalone stories away from the main series. But this is about Casimir. It's still about Casimir. It's just about his past. And what 2.5 does is it'll enhance your understanding of the main series. It'll help you understand the characters in it more, especially for a character like Casimir, who is really closed off and doesn't talk about himself. From the beginning, I was like, I need a way for people to get where he's coming from, because some readers get it. I think people have an inkling. They know he's standoffish. He's a bit of an asshole because it's a defense mechanism, because he's gone through a lot of trauma and he just has trouble talking about his feelings and shit. He's like not quite a normal regular person. But I wanted to actually show that, because knowing that by inference is different than actually seeing it. And seeing his relationship with Ragna and Iskall and seeing how they met, which you do see in 2.5, will make chapter 3 and the rest of the story and how their relationship evolves throughout the rest of the Fiendish series have much more weight. That's my plan for this. So that's what you can expect from 2.5.
Okay. There you go. Let's see. They're all still saying about me apparently sending dick pics on Kickstarter.
Oh my god.
Lord. But says today is the 4-year anniversary of the Madness. We will be having an open panel Monday Madness show starting at 3 and running till nobody cares. LOL. Everyone is invited. Well, there you go, folks. Anybody wants to pop in there on the Madness with Pops and talk? There's your invite.
Cool.
Putting the link for Pops' channel. Thank you, Soul.
Check it out.
Curious says, and don't forget the double page spread. You know we love our double page spreads. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, the art is always, you can always count on good art with Irene's projects.
I'm very insistent on that, yes.
Got a high standard.
I do. I annoy the shit out of everyone I work with, but it's worth it.
Sugar's summary of the chat isn't nearly as funny as the chat. Well, I know. Nothing can compare to your scathing wit. No. What's this, folks? Yep, folks. All right. How has the Pathfinder been going, Irene?
Oh, the Pathfinder. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm struggling. Holy shit. Okay, guys. So this is what's been happening. No. This is what's been happening. The campaign has been fine. Like, actually, not really. We had someone die. We're talking about Pathfinder, okay? This is a game. It's not real life. But anyways. Sometimes I feel like it almost is. But my whole fucking problem is we're playing a pirate module, and which has been great. And we've got a bunch of new players. It's fun. It's interesting. It's separate from. Once again, we started a whole ass new adventure path away from the main storyline. Apparently, we're eventually going to get back to the main storyline. So this is what our gaming group does. We had a main storyline, and then what happened is people stopped showing up, and then because that's just what happens. But the new people join, and to train the new people, the DM built some mini modules, or were supposed to be smaller modules to like train the newer players who were at a lower level, or when a character died, he would go off on like a side module to like warm up the character sort of. But then what happened was these side modules just got way out of hand, and the main campaign has been abandoned, and actually everybody except one character has died. So we have like 5 side campaigns. Only one or two have actually been wrapped up, and then we have like 3 other adventure paths going. But we've been playing this pirate adventure path that has fuck all to do with the main campaign. It all takes place in the same world. So this is our gaming group. Like half of us have multiple characters from multiple modules, and it all takes place in the same continuity, in the same world. We're insane. And so right now we've been on this pirate module for like, I don't know, a year or something. And what my smart ass decided to do was I played this alignment that I'm having a fuck ton of trouble with. And I guess at first I didn't think it would be that big of a deal, but apparently it is. And I just got really stuck on. I have a lot of trouble playing chaotic because I think through everything. Like, I am usually the planner, I'm the strategist. I have to think about this is the steps that we're going to do, and I'm like manage what the rest of the team should be doing. I'm also very neutral in my alignment. That's just me, and that's the characters I play as well. And like, I cannot for the fucking life of me understand chaotic. I'm like, so I'm supposed to just fuck up. Like, that's my understanding of chaotic, and I can't do it. Like, I'm supposed
to do things. Yeah.
And I've probably been like an insufferable bitch to play with for months now, because I can't fucking figure this out. And I hate it because I'm like, I thought I could do it. I wanted to try it, but it's like not happening. I think I might have finally made a breakthrough. My GM just told me, okay, think of it like gesture drawing. It's supposed to be sloppy. And I just had like a Nirvana moment of like, oh, it's supposed to be sloppy. Okay, I get it. It's like, it was so hard for me because I've been through this with gesture drawing, you know? If you compare it to art, I understand it, but you can't, like, this whole time, other players who understand the chaotic have been just telling me, well, you just have to like party more, and you just have to be okay with mistakes. And I'm like, but I can't be okay with mistakes.
They're mistakes, they're wrong.
But they're mistakes. I can't just roll with it. It's like, if I fuck something up, I keep thinking about it. I'm like, I shouldn't do that. I have to like not do that. Mm-hmm. They're like, no, you have to just be okay with it. I'm like, but it was a mistake. So I've just been a complete fucking mess. Nobody in chat knows what the fuck we're talking about. So anyways, I think I get it now, but either I get it, or we're just gonna change the character's fucking alignment. Fuck it, because this is like not fair to the game for me to just be whining about my character's alignment every single week. But that's how it's been going. That's how it's been going.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could do chaotic either. I think I would have a similar issue where I'm like, but it's wrong.
I think you, from the characters I've seen you play, you probably have an easier time than me playing chaotic, because Sane could be.
Yeah, I've tried to do it that. I've tried to do it with Sane, that chaotic kind of thing and stuff. And I try to treat it as just like I'm just playing a character. I'm acting and trying to get into a different person's mindset. And yeah, it's been get over it. Mushrooms aren't people, Chris. Oh, come on. How dare you, Soul? Them's fighting words. Don't you talk crap about Acadia.
Acadia was great. He was definitely not chaotic.
I liked both. I liked both Acadia and Sane. They were both I enjoyed both personalities and everything, and playing with them and messing around and trying to come up with just silly things to do with them to make people laugh.
Yeah. I feel like you would have an easier time playing chaotic. It's probably not wouldn't come naturally to you, but you did really good with sane. But for me, I just fucking oh my god, it's just been a giant pain in the ass. Oof.
Curious says, "Are y'all streaming Pathfinder?"
No. This is my private game, but we're in the same game group. Chris has been a bit too busy recently, though. But yeah, we play with a bunch of other artists and comics people, which is
Yeah,
great because we get art for the campaign.
I was gonna pop in the last session and all, but my brother wanted to go. He came in and he wanted the whole like family to go to this freak farm, was what it was called.
Mm-hmm.
One of those haunted things, where you go in and walk around and they got actors and stuff that try to mess with you and everything.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
he's gotten into those like really big. He's big into those now. I was like, all right, I guess since it's a family thing, I'll go.
Yeah.
So
Well, I hope it was fun.
it was all right. It was pretty interesting. It was something different. But
Cool.
I've thought about streaming Pathfinder again. I've thought about doing it like a morning stream like this, but doing Pathfinder.
Yeah.
I thought about that because I was like, well, that would be closer to my normal time of being awake and stuff like that. So maybe I could actually do it.
Mhm.
Stuff. But I've never gotten around to it. Like, I'm
Mhm.
like, well, then I'd have to find a group. I'd have to find a DM. I'd have to get people to actually show up regularly, and I don't know. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna happen.
And then of course that's another stream on top of the streams I already do, which means I'd have to change my sleep schedule again for another day of the week. And
Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed the Pathfinder module we did on my channel, but I don't know if I can do it again. I'd love to, eventually.
yeah,
Whenever I actually finally do the gaming expansion for Fiendish, it'll be a module, like a tabletop module, eventually. So I want to play it live,
mhm.
but it's just long ways from now, and right now I'm just like, I need to draw.
Yeah, I know that whenever people do like their tabletops and I buy them, I'm going to do streams for them just to help, show off their work and do something fun. But like in terms of like just doing a Pathfinder or Dungeons and Dragons one, I don't know. I got to
Mhm.
get motivated to do it. And
Mhm.
it's such a pain. I keep telling myself I will. Pirate module. Does Reenie play with that Path of the Pale Rider chick? Oh no, Mo.
That is not in the module we're playing.
If Reenie talks too slow for your taste, sub to Kemosabe returns.
What?
Yeah, probably about Kemosabe. Gosh, we need to have him on. It's been a while. Yeah, been a long
Hmm.
while. The fastest talking man in indie comics. Let's see. Reenie probably has those moments where the group screams "shut up" simultaneously. That's curious.
No, they're too polite. Though my GM does tell us to shut up. It's very blunt.
BM. Mo says Suga is chaotic. He's willing to take risks, whether it's getting kicked off Grinder for stalking his gym player, getting kicked off Kickstarter for spamming dick pics. Oh,
No, so I've discovered being chaotic isn't just taking risks. It's like more than that. I just, oh,
I mean, from what I've
just
seen to interpret of it, it's like being more emotional, being more kind of impulsive. I guess.
it's impulsive, yeah, because you can take calculated risks, and I do, it's that's not hard. I love like thinking out a plan, and I know it's risky, but I've figured out, well, this worth it, so let's fucking do something daring. But it's like, how do you just act on your emotions all the time?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
hard.
well, it's so hard to get out of your own mindset and be something that's like the complete opposite of yourself. I guess.
Yeah, like some things I can do that aren't myself, but it's everyone has these role playing things they struggle with, just like in acting.
Let's see. I was gonna pop in the last session, but my brother came in and he wanted to go to the freak farm. And he's big into those. Sugar never thinks about his words. Chaotic.
Like I said, you can't go 30 minutes without something being misconstrued.
They always twist my words. Never fails. Sugar, at least gatekeep my last 2 comments. They're very much on topic. I didn't. Gosh, calm yourself.
He read them.
Players have to cosplay to give it some aesthetics, says Curious.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
The Pathfinder stream on my channel, it was like over a year ago. But yeah, Chris cosplayed as a mushroom man. I cosplayed as a druid with a green beard that had a whole ass farm of moss growing in it. It was great.
Yes, I wore a very poorly made mushroom hat and had my shirt off and painted myself white. It was very poorly done, but I tried.
That was good. You went the extra mile, though.
Yeah, well, it was a special occasion. I thought I would be up for it. Since you were streaming, and letting me play with y'all, I figured I'd try to do something.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm surprised all the degenerates in your chat that this original art has not sold.
I know. Somebody just needs to just jump on this.
Yeah.
No one must be sleeping.
Get on it.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar, speaking of chaotic, found a Warhammer. Hammer and Bolter. Yeah, I know it. Warhammer animated series called Hammer and Bolter, which you'd enjoy a great deal. It's all short stories, different factions with twisting. Yeah, I've seen bits of it. Yeah, I don't have Warhammer Plus. I have no interest in that. But yeah, I've seen stuff from Hammer and Bolter and various things like the Deathcore Krieg being turned into like zombies and stuff. Yeah, the Sister of Battle. Yeah, I've seen it. The Necrons. Mo, the Path of Pale Rider chick plays in the Madness Friday morning Tomb of Annihilation, 10 a.m. Eastern. Oh, gotcha. Yes. Last time she was on Sugar's show, she was talking about her pirate character in some role-playing game. Oh, he's talking about Pops. Yeah.
I don't think it was that long. I don't know. Yeah, I think it was before.
He's talking about Lori. He's talking about Path of the Pale Rider chick.
Oh, okay.
Sugar cleverly came up with his mushroom character so he wouldn't have to explain all the mushroom imprints on his face that day.
Oh, dear. Oh, my God. Mo is good at this.
Oh, yeah. He's quick-witted. He will just slap me with savagery. Minute. Oh! Look at this! Look at this, Irene. This is what Katie made for me. Sugar Crisp.
Holy shit! Oh, that's great.
I got stats.
Oh my god! Yeah. You're a shapeshift. Oh my god, that is so. The wolf has a bra on.
Yep, a bra and everything.
Katie is awesome. I love this.
And she made sure to give me the 3 wispy chest hairs.
Holy shit. Well, as far as ladyboys go, you could do worse, everybody.
Yeah. I could fetch a good price in Thailand, I'll tell you.
Your billowing long locks.
There you go, Marinus. That was all for you, Marinus.
Poor Marinus.
Oh, good old Marinus.
Hey, I told you this already, Chris, but I would like chat to know, I haven't mentioned this yet, I have finally learned how to play Magic. Yay! And by learn, I mean learn the basics, like baby steps, right? But, yeah. I played a couple games. I sucked, but I get the foundations now. Finally.
I enjoy playing Magic because it's the same thing that drew me to Pathfinder, I think, is the same thing that's drawn me to Magic. It's that whole being able to like strategize and plan things out and just build things. Because I like building the characters in Pathfinder and coming up with the weird little janky builds, and that's what I do in Magic. So,
Yeah.
like, oh, I got this card the other day when I went to the apple harvest. I found it in a thing. It's Ugin the spirit dragon. Let me full
What
screen
is it?
here. It's a planeswalker card. Ugin,
Oh,
yeah, it's worth $30.
$30.
Yeah, I found it in a thing for $3, and I paid $3 to get this guy's like collection of Magic cards, and it was in it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was a
All
big
right.
pile of cards. So I was like, hell yeah, I got a $30 card for $3, along with all these others.
Nice.
And I got a bunch of
Yeah.
little cards that I can use to make jank decks with. So win-win-win.
Cool. Yeah, I could definitely see that part of it. Let me see, I've played black, red, and green, and even though green was the only one I won with, actually enjoyed it the least. I think black is definitely my preference so far. I really like it. It is like you can be really creative with it. It's regenerative, but it's also I love the machine themes. I like machine stuff in fantasy, and just the like the functionality of it is really cool.
Well, machines, artifacts are their own thing. Like they can be
Yeah, the
in all the
artifacts.
colors. Yeah, they're colorless usually.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
artifacts are colorless. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, right. There were some red ones. I was playing a red black deck
Yeah,
for that game.
like here's an artifact creature, Chief of the Foundry. See how like the mana cost is just gray.
Yeah.
Any color, it's colorless.
Okay.
Yeah, so like your artifacts tend to be that, but they can also have a color sometimes. But yeah, usually they're just colorless. They can be also pretty powerful because of the fact that they're colorless and everything. So they got to be balancing.
Yeah,
But
I like artifacts.
black is like death. So like it's good at removal spells like destroy target creatures. It's good for sacrificing things like your own creatures to do things. Like I've got like a couple sacrifice decks. It has demons, zombies, things like that you'd expect from a dark, spooky, vampires.
I guess the specific deck I played was black red, and the black cards were mostly machines, so it was death, but so it was a lot of the creatures were being killed, but I could recycle them. So
Yeah.
effectively, I was like breaking the machines and sacrificing them, but fixing them and bringing them back, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I think the newest Kamigawa Neon Dynasty has that. It's like a cyberpunk thing, and that's what they do. That's what I think they do in that one. It's like they recycle the vehicles and stuff like that. Because vehicles are a newer type that was introduced into Magic, where it's like it's an artifact that stays off to the side and does nothing, but you have to crew it. It's like a creature, but it's not a creature until you crew it. So you have to tap down the creatures and bring it into the battlefield so it can attack and do stuff.
So it's like a land that you can transform into a creature.
In a sense, in a sense, it's something that's not really interacting with the battlefield. It just kind of sets off to the side.
Yeah, I see.
You crew it to make it a creature for like
interesting.
It's a fun little mechanic. I haven't really used it much, but it's a pretty cool thing. Like they're always adding like some interesting little things like that. I need to work on my decks. Gosh, I really need to. I've got so many jank decks that need worked on and fixed. Anyway.
Yeah, I totally see how it would be interesting to build weird customizations and come up with cool combinations because there's just so many cards and Magic is so expansive.
Yeah.
Mobig's just falling asleep.
Yeah, but
It's too
it's
nerdy for you, chat.
also the fact that because there's so many cards, with the way the formats are set up, like your vintage and everything, only like a very small percentage of the cards are quote unquote viable. So most of your cards are like 75 cents, 50 cents, like at most like $1 or something like that. So I can make my little jank decks for like no money.
Yeah.
So I think that's also too is it's affordable to make my little jank decks, and then I can take them and go play with my friend Nate, play kitchen sink, and just play.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because you're not looking for the rare things or what most
Yeah,
people would find. Ooh, this is the powerful card and shit.
yeah, like this Ugin with it being $30, I'm gonna take it and sell it. Like
All right.
I can make a whole deck or more. I can make a deck and a half with that kind of money.
Hell yeah, do it.
Let's see. Sugar, the card was blurry, but the guns in the background sharp as hell. Yeah. It's
Even
got
your
really,
camera.
really all the-
I mean, are we not here to talk about comics? And
Have y'all talked about those creatures and villains on that page on the screen right now? I don't think we have.
no, no. I mean, I can go through what all these original art pieces are. The first one that's a drawing I did. That's Casimir and Ragna, young Casimir and young Ragna, as you might see them in chapter 2.5. And I was surprised with how much people like this. I'm really bad at predicting what people will like, and I just need to make peace with that. But people really like that. I might make it a poster or something because it was really popular. But yeah, it's just Cosme and Ragna have known each other for a very long time, and they spent a lot of time together when they were teenagers. So there you go. That's the scene from there. And if you've read chapter 2, and even in chapter 1, there are little hints at it. Casimir knows more about shamanism, and he's a little more well learned than the average person. And I wanted it to be something unexpected because you wouldn't expect like the fighter asshole brawler character to, you know, be smart at anything, but he kind of is. He's not like a scholar, but he knows he actually can read Nanarsa, he speaks Nanarsa and all that shit. But it's because he knows Ragna, and Ragna it was born to a long line of shamans, and she's been training to be a master shaman her whole life. So he's learned a lot of things from her and her family. So you'll find out more about that in 2.5. The art on the right is just Des Casimir after being fucked up and fucking something up. The end. I wanted something bloody and badass. And you get to see how he got his neck scar. He has a scar in his neck in the main series, so that'll happen as well. The row beneath that, the row of 3 cards, those are all by Michael Rushbrook. The character on the left is Octo, that is Casimir's hunting master. That's the feral hunter who took Casimir in after he ran away from his destroyed hometown. The middle one is a demon. Clearly, I love that piece. That's such a good demon design. Michael absolutely killed it. And the one on the right is just young Ragnar casting a fire rune.
There you go. Well, one day he'll grow up to be as cool as his mentor here, the hunter.
Yeah, one day.
He'll
he's working at it.
Oh.
Yep. He is pretty badass, yeah.
What I was like, what is that? Boils and warts and shit all over him?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got something going on. Maybe it's explained. Maybe it's not. I don't know. You'll have to see.
The demon does look really cool. He definitely has all kinds of mutation going on and such.
Yeah, that's a great design.
Yeah, good job. Looks like something out of Chaos Warhammer shit.
Yes, it was good.
Everybody's giving me shit about talking nerd stuff. I'm afraid this nerdy talk is going to make Chris Sugar take his shirt off. No, calm down. I'm not going to do that with Irene here.
Why would that? I'm very confused.
Let's see. Let me see if
Pedro says book smarts killer. Yeah, I like my book smarts killers too.
Yeah. Well, just because you're, a little bit of a jock, a little big and muscly, don't mean you can't be a little learned man.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, and this is part of why I like Pathfinder and tabletops and anything where you can build a character. It helps me think about balance and how to build characters for when I'm writing. And so you kind of have to think about characters in your story the same way. Well, what level is this character and what are their power levels? Is this balanced and everything? And it's, so you don't end up creating something that's just, well, this character is just really powerful because I don't want my main character to suck at anything, so they just are like ridiculously high stats and they just turn out to be a Mary or Gary Stew. But with Cosmere specifically, it was I was very clear about I did want a he's like rangery fightery, and that's pretty obvious, but because of various backstory reasons and because of how I want to develop his character, I wanted to start him off knowing some shamanism, and he actually has part of his family. You'll find out who in a little more in chapter 3. Definitely has ties to shamans. So he just kind of has had a lot of interaction with shamans, and shamans, for people who don't know, are like the clerics and they're scholars of this world. So they're not just like, they're not just nature spirits and everything. They're not like druids, dancing in the woods naked. They're scholars, because the magic system for humans is very hard magic system. It's not soft magic like Tolkien. There are rules. It's like writing equations. They have to. It's essentially it's said that first you need to have the talent to create magic. And in the continent of Arvos, where the story takes place, it's called rune casting, because the way magic is applied is exerted for humans is by writing runes, and it's actually different on every continent, because even though the magic system for each species is the magic system are divided by species. So humans have one type of magic, and like other species in my world will have different types of magic. But anyway, so even though the humans on Arvos and Discara and Taya all have the same magic system, the way they apply it is different because it's cultural. You can draw from the same source but use different things. So in Discara, mostly people sing their magic, but in Arvos they write their magic, and in Taya they write their magic, but they don't use runes, they use characters, and that's a whole different thing that is going to be a bit of a surprise, hopefully, when that comes up in the story. So in Arvos, long story short, the shamans are people who can cast. They're born with some talent, but just like drawing, think of it that way. You have to train yourself all your life to learn the equations, to understand how to construct a rune, and you have to practice it. So you need to actually study and to become a competent caster. And that's what Cosmere has had contact with for throughout his life. But just because you have contact with that and you have some casting talent, if you haven't studied it, you're not a shaman and everything. So he's just a hunter. But yeah, there's a lot of the stuff that I built into the backstory. Ragna, on the other hand, I'm pretty sure everyone has seen, because she had like a surprise appearance at the end of chapter 1. She's in chapter 2 as well. She is a full caster. She was trained from birth. She was born to a line of Ispaliad shamans, and Ispaliads are a subrace of humans that have generally more powerful innate magic than common humans. So not only is she born to her heritage a line of shamans, but she's the subrace that has more powerful abilities, so she's ridiculously powerful, but her character growth comes from somewhere else. Going back all the way back to the beginning, long story short, the way I kind of constructed Cosmere was he's a fighter, but he's good at certain things. So there's a lot of nuance to it. He's good at language. he knows Nanarsa, and throughout the story, I want him to be the one that kind of picks up on language the most, which I think is cool because I'm a big language nerd, and I want to keep on designing more languages for this series. There's gonna be more, guys. I'm not stopping at Nanarsa, but he sucks at math, and that's gonna be the hurdle if he wants to learn casting, and who knows what going forward. Yeah, there you go.
So
I get way too into this stuff.
Essentially, if you want to wield some real power, you got to be a nerd.
Yeah, basically. Soulline is telling me to breathe. I'm talking about my world building. I can't. It's a lot.
Renie is in that mode again where she sounds like you're fast forwarding a cassette tape on your boombox. Yes. The episode of the Allie and Renie show, except Allie now has facial hair. Oh Lord.
I'm sorry. I can't help it. I'm actually like so tired right now, but you get me talking about languages and world building, and yeah, I can't shut up.
Curious says a good hero / protagonist is smart and educated, even if he is a savage like William Wallace in Braveheart. Well, I mean,
I think
like your philosophers back in the day, they were, very strong. They made sure to work out and do all that stuff. They were, well, maybe not work out, but they were, fit. Like your ancient Greeks.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what type of story you're going for. If you're going for you want a character who's an aspirational character, then I think that is the best course of action. For like characters like Captain America or Iron Man, they're not just good at punching things; they have an intellectual side as well, and they have like a moral side as well. These are aspirational characters. That's not necessarily what I'm doing, but I realize that even though I'm doing a fantasy, it's not even that most fantasy adventures don't have that. For specifically my story, it is fantasy, but if you read it, it's also really a mystery story, and you can't have a dumbass for the lead of a mystery story. Like this person needs to be smart. They might not be formally educated, but I need somebody with some level of intelligence. But intelligence, which is also, you can separate that from wisdom. So you can have a character who has a lot of common sense but isn't formally trained, and you can separate intelligence into different kinds of intelligence. So just like a character might not be good at all kinds of fighting. That's the way I like to think about it. And I was very specific when I broke down how I wanted to design all these strengths of not just Casimir, but my entire cast.
Renie Unleashed.
Yeah.
Tired is certainly an experience to witness. You do. That's right. Yeah, wouldn't want it any other way. That's right.
High speed tired just means I talk really quickly, but I can't stay on topic.
Well, who needs to stay on topic?
No, that's not what we're here for.
That's why I try to have Sim here, so he can help me rein me in, so I can focus. But otherwise, I'm just like, oh, what about this over here? Oh, over here, and I just go.
No, let's keep talking about magic.
Oh, because if not, I can't control myself, and I just go on and on and on and ramble about random things.
Soul Lion says I think there are dumbass leaders in CW mystery shows. Well, that's the CW.
Yeah, that's such a low bar there. It's CW. Why are you even watching that?
Yeah, that is a pretty low bar. Writers write what they know. Yeah, that's the hard thing, though. It's that's the hard thing. You can't. It's very hard. I won't say you can't, but it's very hard to write characters that are smarter than yourself. It's so goddamn hard. The benefit to writing is you get to think about things. And usually, even if it's like your intelligence level is here, if you think about it a lot, you can like pretend in your writing, you bump it up a bit. And if you do multiple drafts, but this is why doing multiple drafts is so important, because you catch your own mistakes if you just like hammer it over and over again and refine it and get fucking feedback. Everybody get feedback for your shit. Nobody is perfect. But yeah, this man, that's hard. I think not just writing characters that are different than your normal range of thought, that don't operate like you do, just like how we were talking about chaotic characters or how hard playing against your own alignment. I ran into that with writing my own story. Not so much alignment, because I don't think of characters in that same exact way for my story, but certain characters just have completely different life experiences and the way they would approach things or attitude, because I get really into the nuances of like every panel and every expression matters. And especially when you read chapter 2, the word selection really matters. I want the characters to be really on point and seem like real people. And when someone has life experiences that are nothing like what you understand, that's really hard to do. But it can be done if you put in the effort. Just gotta try.
Yeah. Research, says Curious. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's another talking to other people helped a lot with that.
Yeah,
right.
Like reading and meeting other people with different experiences, or reading books where you are exposed to, I guess, different viewpoints, different lifestyles, different experiences probably could help with that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh wait, he's talking about. Let's see. The only thing I hate about crowdfunding comics is waiting so long to get the complete story. Into the second or third book, it's like, I need more story. Yeah, I
know.
Yeah.
Hey, imagine what it's like from our point of view, where I just want this to be finished, and it's like I know where it's going, and I'm like, it's gonna take me so long to draw. Mm-hmm. There's nothing I can fucking do about it.
Sugar, I only watch Disparu's roast the CW shows. He's lots of fun. Yeah, he's.
Oh yeah.
I generally don't watch those types of like YouTube stuff, but I do watch Disparu sometimes. So what's his latest thing? Robin Hood. Yes, yeah, the Robin Hood show. I remember when that trailer first dropped for that show, I was like, oh my god, that's going to be so terrible. And then I seen he was making videos on that show. That's like, oh god.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I like that he covers a lot of the fantasy stuff. So
yeah,
I haven't.
Don't get me started on Willow.
That was so bad.
I didn't get through the first episode of that show. I was like, I know this is going to be bad, and I started watching it, and I was like, oh my god, this is fucking awful. And I just,
oh my god. Oh, okay. Don't talk about it.
I think I went not long after I got my VHS copy of Willow the movie and watched it. Like a couple of days later, I was like, okay, better now. I'm all right now. I'm all right.
God, these writers that are in our entertainment industry, they're all fucking morons.
Yep.
Pedro Ang's writing smart characters is an exercise in patience. Idiocy is fast. Yeah, you got that right. And apparently idiocy is common as well.
Yep. Let's see. Oh, Rod Looper's here. Hey, Rod.
Hi, Rod.
Rod back on the show.
Hello. Everybody go back. Black Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Rod's the artist on it. Also, I did a cover.
That's right.
Ding.
John, we had Mr. Hervey on not too long ago.
Yeah.
Good book.
John's cool. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Hammer it over and over again. Chris's bathhouse motto.
Oh my god.
There's Mrs. Good Stuff. Hello.
Hi.
Pedro says that Robin Hood show is setting my people back to the 60s. Yeah, there is nothing good about that show. Oh my god! Even the music that plays when I hear the Disparu, when I listen to Disparu, I was like, oh my god, this is awful. Everything about it's terrible.
I haven't been paying attention. I'm just gonna watch him. I'm not even gonna watch the show.
Yeah, I almost never watch any of the shows, because why would I watch something I'm not gonna like? You know, why do I waste my time?
Yeah.
You know. Like the only reason I watch Disparu is because I find his his humor decent. Yeah, I find him humorous.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
and
he's fun.
I try to limit how much I do that sort of thing. I do not hate watching stuff. I do not hate watch. Like the only
I
reason
don't hate to watch.
the only reason I watched that Willow was because my mom was watching it, and I was like, okay, I'll while I'm eating and talking with her, I'll watch some of this. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna leave. After a while, I was like, I can't sit here and have this watch this. I can't. This
Yeah, yeah. I'm even. It's not even that I don't hate watch anything anymore. I think the last thing I hate watch was that Witcher show, and I just like I wanted to gouge my eyes out afterwards. I don't even know why I did that. Never again.
ugh,
But I'm tired of even watching people who complain about
yeah,
these beatable shows. It's like people can complain about it if they want, but I just don't even want to hear it because I'm just like, it's just depressing. Everything just sucks right now. The only people that I will watch, I like Disparu. I like Little Platoon and Mauler just because they're funny and they actually like break down the structure in an entertaining way. I
yeah.
like
Like,
that.
yeah, little platoon. I've watched him because he actually goes, "Hey, here's what's wrong. Here's how you can make it better." He actually has some really good thought out critiques and everything.
Mhm.
So I've
Yeah.
watched him for that, and I still will occasionally watch Disparu because of the humor.
Hmm.
But other than that, I don't really like watching those sort of things where it's just complaining about whatever this stuff, the quote unquote woke things and all that. It's like this feels like a kind of waste of time. Like why not talk about something you like or something or make something more fun and puts a smile. I'd rather just watch something that makes me smile or laugh. Because
Yeah.
there,
It was.
there is good stuff out there. It's just not being made by these mainstream popular things. You just got to find it.
Yeah. I think uh, the complaining and the trashing on, well, this show is super woke or whatever. That was a lot of fun at first, and it's not even that I don't agree with that point of view most of the time. It's just it just makes me depressed to be reminded how bad our entertainment
Like I
is.
don't want to sit here and be miserable.
I know. I just want to hear about good stuff now. I'm like past that stage. It's like the 5 stages of grief with our entertainment industry.
We've
uh,
hit we've hit acceptance. It's time to move on.
I've hit acceptance, and I'm ready to. I want to hear about the good stuff. I want to make something good. Uh, let me grieve.
Good writers don't want their names attached to terrible ideas, so they have to settle for bad ones. No.
Mm, guess
Burgle Cut is an icon to all trolls.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know. Pedro says, I broke up with all mainstream shows with the Book of Boba Fett. I don't want to know anymore. That's
Yeah.
Irene Mahler might be useful background noise for drawing. Some of his reviews are like 5 hours.
Well, when I'm drawing, I can listen to stuff. It uses a different part of the brain. It's weird, so I can actually pay attention.
Yeah, I've noticed that is something I do with like Disparu and stuff. Is he's kind of background noise while I work because I'm like looking for something to because I'm there for 8 hours. And like, well, I'll just have something to listen to while I'm working to keep me awake, keep me going. I was like, I'll just throw this. He'll pop up in like my recommends or whatever. So I was like, okay, there.
Hmm.
Oh, there's Courtney. Hey, Courtney.
I don't know.
Space Ice has me bawling at his retro reviews. Oh, okay. Never heard of him.
Hi. Cool.
Burglecut is the dude who always trolls Willow in the original movie. Oh, okay, okay, gotcha. Don't forget to rewatch this stream to get Chris's bathhouse pointers that he has learned in extensive bathhouse research. Shut up, Hail Rider. I'm deleting this stream. Deleting it later. Done. Oh no. Oh, for everybody, real quick as an aside, I'm going to put this out here for folks. Shane posted this on the Facebook. He says, "Hey, the Michael Yakutis and Adam Miller books finally arrived. So we got all 3 covers in hand, plus all the extras. We'll start sending these books out very soon. Thank you, everyone who has backed Swarm and got us to this point." So there you go. Swarm has arrived for Shane. So he's going to start fulfilling. So Mr.
Awesome.
And Joe Ball over there. Look at that. Looks good. I got.
Congrats, Shane.
Exciting to see that. I got that Joe Ball cover. It looks like it's the closest one to looking like an old comic book cover, so I had to grab it. No, I'll download the whole thing later and skim it for Jules. Okay, so delete stream afterwards. Gotcha.
Oh no, what have you done?
So Spider-Man meets the Wuzzles. The Wuzzles swarm. Oh, Lordy. All right. Yeah, so I guess Sim went to sleep. He messaged me. Yeah, he had messaged me at like 9 this morning asking if we had a stream because he said he had been up all night. And I was napping. That was when I'd finally laid down to nap for an hour or two before this show. So I did not respond until like 10:40, 10:50. So he probably was asleep. He probably passed out.
Well, it's a pity he is missed, but I'll be back on.
Yeah.
I'll catch him next time.
Pretty sure I've told him like on stream and off stream that we were having you on, but I don't know.
Well, that's his fault. I'm sure
he probably was just
tired.
I just wanted to make sure. I don't know. Yeah.
Entirely is. Yeah, he should know. Come on, he's your co-host. He should be here, so don't feel bad.
Yeah, just blame Sam. Always just blame Sam, and it makes me feel better.
Just blame Sim. That's right. Hashtag blame Sim.
Follow our guest. Yeah, over there on Twitter.
Thank you.
Follow the even more tired hosts. Yes, I am perpetually tired when I do these streams. I really am.
I'm sorry if oh my god, I'm sorry for being so tired today. I was actually fine when we started, but not right now. I briefly considered taking a nap, but I'm like, I'm gonna oversleep. I can't do it. I was so scared of oversleeping.
Yeah, so you heard it here, folks. I'm putting Irene to sleep.
No,
we are so entertaining. We're putting her to sleep.
That's not what I mean. Okay. That's not what I meant. What I mean is I'm on the other side of the world and not forever. But we can always start talking about Pathfinder and I'll be wide awake again. Would you like us to talk more Pathfinder, chat?
Oh man. I want to play again so bad. I do. I keep feeling that urge to play again. Like I enjoy the whole making the character and leveling up and fleshing out the build and stuff like that. I really enjoy that aspect. I want to play again. I do. I'd like to play as Acadia some more. I like that. I like Acadia.
Acadia's a good character.
And there was a lot of moments I enjoyed with Sane, with you guys and stuff. There was moments there that I enjoyed, memorable things.
Yeah, well, you're always welcome back. I know your schedule just isn't working out.
Like I was getting so little sleep, and it was wearing me down, and it was making me grumpy and miserable and stuff. And then I didn't feel like I'm so used to having a lot of like free time and doing stuff by myself, being alone and stuff. And then it was like doing these streams here, then doing the Pathfinder sessions for all that time. And then I had like I think another stream I was doing, then being at work. It was like I never had what I felt like free time or being alone, and it was just, and then not getting any sleep, and I was just grumpy and all the time. I realized I was getting grumpy and impatient. about things and stuff. And I was like, okay, I got to do something here
Mhm.
to change. I got to change something because I'm not happy. Um,
Mhm. Understood. Yeah.
a daytime job could solve this. Just saying. Uh, Probably, actually, yeah. It would probably make it a lot easier on me if I had a day job. Probably, I could probably play with them easier. But then again, if I had a day job, it'd be like, oh no, I got to work that day. So
No. My problem is the opposite. I want to not have a day job so I don't have to force myself to work overtime because that's what it takes to get this comic stuff done right now. But you do what you gotta do.
Sugar doesn't like the day shift at Dress Barn. They're time to sample the wares. Oh Lord, I don't work a day shift, Mo. I work nights. Come on. Yeah, and so it's just been. I think that's the hardest part is constantly having the sleep schedule being changed because it's like every day it's like, oh, okay, I got to come home, go to bed for like 3 hours, get up, go do the stream, go back to bed, go to work. Next day, okay, I'm now it's instead of going to bed for 3 hours, now I go home, sleep for like 6, get up, do my stream or do a thing, come back, do something. Then the next day it's okay, now I'm gonna come home, get like 2 hours of sleep. It's just constantly shifting the sleep schedule every day, and it just keeps
Hmm.
throwing me off. And then I can, and then there's like at least a couple, like 3 days a week where I don't sleep because I can't sleep because my body's all out of whack. And then I'm like,
That's really bad for you. I've been told by like 2 doctors this year, hey, you need to get on a normal fucking sleep schedule. It's bad.
yeah, like that's how it is with this show. And it's like, man, some days I wake up to do the stream. I'm like, oh, I don't wanna.
Yeah, sleep is important. I don't know. It's like throughout my 20s, I was just like, I'll just pull all the all nighters, sleep whenever. My schedule was just shit. I ate like shit, so I'm like, I can take it, whatever. And now I'm like, I mean, I'm doing pretty well. It's I can. Everyone was telling me when you hit your 30s, you're gonna just like everything is gonna start breaking, and you're just gonna have like no more energy. And it's like I have a lot of energy, but I'm starting to realize that holy shit, I think sleep is important and taking care of yourself and eating healthy is important. And yeah, it's extra work to do that, but I'd like to not suffer when I'm older.
You gotta start actually starting. You gotta start actually maintaining yourself a little bit when you start getting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, I do think that if I was, it's like, I don't know, I feel like early on as a creator and just in my 20s for myself, it was like, well, you're throwing everything at the wall. That's a more chaotic stage of life for most people. But now I feel like I should refine everything a bit and have like a normal sleep schedule. And I think if you have a healthy lifestyle, then your mind is clearer and I might be a better creator. I might be better at problem solving. I might be more efficient with less hours worked, if you know what I mean.
It's true. Yeah, that makes sense. Um, Here it says, "What the fuck? You have a day job and do campaigns? Freaking Asians
Yep.
always making us look bad." Uh,
Yes, I do.
Sugar needs his peaceful fishing time at the bathhouse. Shut up.
Oh my god.
I've never been to a bathhouse. There's no bathhouses in West Virginia that I know of. Stop. I've never been to one. I have no plan to be at one.
It's that watering hole in the woods.
Oh yeah, we had a lake out there by the house. Had a lake,
See?
but there was
Mm,
nobody else there. I go up by myself. Gosh
so
dang
makes
it,
sense.
Irene! Quit giving them ideas.
I'm helping.
Yeah,
I'm such a good friend.
I used to always go up and walk into the woods up. Yeah, because we lived in the woods. Yeah, and there was like a big
Mm.
like, lake there. There was like a little lake. Yeah, I'd walk past all the time. And
That sounds nice.
Yeah, it was nice out. It was always nice to go and just walk around and stuff. You never know what you'd see, animal wise and all. And it helped to clear your head, get your thoughts together.
Yeah, that's something I'd be doing more, just seeing nature more.
Sugar could sleep longer if he wasn't trying to gatekeep me from the chat by starting before the sunrise. Oh, it's not my fault you don't get up in the mornings. Uh, but no, it's still it is like I said. Being in town has its advantages and disadvantages, but I like the fact that I'm still in West Virginia because even here in town, I'm still more in tune with nature than most people in a way because I'm still like right
Yeah.
beside the woods, Like I have to
Mm-hmm.
walk through some stuff to even just crossing the tracks. Like there's woods right on either side of me. There's trees and deer and everything. Like I pass by deer like almost every night. A pack of deer, about 7 of them, that hang around under the bridge. And like just
Oh,
a few days ago, I had a skunk there at my doorstep.
that's nice though. Just having more animals all around. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not like that where I live, definitely.
yeah. Had like that little skunk though. He was fat. Let's see. Oh, we
Oh,
got
I
Katie.
love animals. Hi, hello, Katie.
There's a groundhog that lives under my house.
Yeah.
She's a fatty. She's a little fatty, and she has babies and stuff. Uh,
That's cute.
yeah, there's just so
Oh my
many
god, I love animals.
little frogs and squirrels and stuff like that. Let's see. Day job and comic on the side. Maybe that's the girl's power, huh, Rainy? She says.
Yeah. How?
Yeah.
That's yay, living the life, Katie.
All right. All right. I'm starting to ramble too much. I'm going off on tangents and everything, and it has been over 2 hours. Um, and it is late over there. Irene has things to do, like sleep.
I do have to sleep, but I very much appreciate having me on again. This was cool to catch up and talk Pathfinder and torture Mo with talking about magic. It was great.
Yep.
Well,
Too close to
the
the.
problem now is you stream at a time that's usually really inconvenient for me when I'm in the States. But maybe I'll maybe a Saturday stream some other time. That'll be cool.
Yeah, it's all good. We'll get you when we can. If nothing
Yeah.
else, we can do like a special stream or something. Yep. All good.
Ah, okay.
Yep. Well, thanks everybody for joining us in the chat. Always appreciate it. And of course, it's always good having you. Anytime we can get you, Irene. And
It's good to be on.
I'm a son of a rambling. I was born a rambling man. I know that song, so don't get me started. I actually do know that one. So thanks everybody, and we'll see y'all